The Farmhouse has been a Christiansburg staple for more than 50 years. It was closed down for a little bit, but now it's back and better than ever. Let's check it out. This landmark is made up of 3 sections. The first is a banquet hall where you can have business events or parties. The next section is a brand new outdoor patio with comfortable seating and a bar area. And the third section is the Farmhouse Restaurant itself, with one of the most sought-after spots for patrons to eat, a train caboose. You can eat in a caboose. How cool is that? Having grown up in the area, the new owners of the Farmhouse focused their attention on keeping the tradition and character that previous guests would remember, while adding modern touches that visitors would appreciate.
It's a very unique place. It's I'd say one of a kind in this region, where it's attractive for people as far as 100 miles in the perimeter, down through Roanoke, up through Whitfield, Galax area. People are very familiar with it. So we thought it would be a great opportunity for us to to give it a little bit of an upgrade and continue tradition as it's been.
Yeah, this farmhouse has always been such a great tradition in not only Christiansburg, but really all Southwest Virginia. And I went to Virginia Tech, so I knew a lot about the farmhouse. I knew a lot about its history. I ate here, and I knew a lot about its kind of fallen down a little bit, and we wanted to rebuild that and bring it back to the community.
If you've been to the Farmhouse before, the dining area will look familiar. The overall structure has remained the same, and there are still private booths unique to the space, keeping true to the dinner house feel.
There's not many dinner houses in this region, and especially Christiansburg, Blacksburg, Radford area. And I think that's pretty unique. But a lot of our guests who have been coming for years, 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years, and they really seem to enjoy the resurgence of the facility, for sure.
One thing they wanted to keep familiar to guests that had been coming for years was the art. There's a collection of art around every corner. It's made up of different pieces that have been collected at the restaurant for years. In one section of the restaurant, you can find paintings from one local artist on the walls and in every booth. The food at the Farmhouse is art in itself. I sat down with executive chef Stephen Reiner as he walked me through a few of their dishes, starting with their onion ring appetizer.
The original Farmhouse was well known for their onion rings. People loved them. Okay. And that was absolutely one of the staples we wanted to bring back. The problem is I don't remember what they tasted like. So I had to do my best to recreate in my mind what they used to taste like.
Okay.
And so far, so good. People love them. People say they're spot on. It's all about just, you cut them thin, lightly bread them so they get crispy, and you go with it.
Keeping it simple.
Right here it's traditional wedge salad. It's iceberg lettuce, cherry tomatoes. Top it with our house-made blue cheese dressing, and then we drizzle it with blue cheese crumbles and bacon bits.
Absolutely delicious. And then what do we have here?
This is our prime rib. The original Farmhouse is well known for their prime rib. They sold a ton of it. I did a few tweaks here and there, but it's a long cooking process. It just really makes it tender. A lot of people call it butter knife fork tender, where you don't even have to have a steak knife. You just cut through it.
Awesome.
And then I came up with my own recipe for the rub that goes on top of it.
I was gonna say, it looks like something different.
It's all fresh herbs and spices.
Great. And then, of course, you wrap up your meal with a dessert. And I pointed out right away, this is a mint.
Yes, it's a grasshopper pie. I have a wonderful girl in the back that makes all these, Chelsea. She does an amazing job.
Okay.
So we just did a jar, and I came up with the plating just to try to make it look cool and rustic all at the same time. But it's absolutely fabulous. And as you can see, it has the Andes chocolates on top, so.
I love mint chocolate together.
It's Oreo cookies, chocolate chips, and then a mint awesomeness.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It's awesome.
Awesome indeed. And finally, after talking about all of the awesome food, it was time to eat. Seriously, that food was so good. And if you want to check out the Farmhouse for yourself, they're open Tuesday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can find their website at thefarmhousechristiansburg.com.